Well, hello there, folks, and welcome back to the Whiskey Friend with me, Alan. New week, new video, a brand new video. And yes, guys, you're not seeing things in today's brand new video. We're heading to Islay, we're heading to ARDBEG, and I'm probably a wee bit late to the party with this one, but this is the ARDBEG BIZARREBQ. I did visit the distillery way back in April last year. This was at the time at the distillery when we were there. This was the distillery exclusive, which was the BIZARREBQ. The name, I'll come to that in a second. Tried it, loved it, bought it. I think I paid about £75 for it at the distillery. Brought it home, got back a couple of weeks later. Lo and behold, it became one of the new ARDBEG releases. It went out on general sale. So yes, £75, is it? You're probably thinking it's non-age statement, it's natural colour, it's non-chill filter. Can't see it on there anywhere, but we know that ARDBEG tend not to chill filter, and they definitely don't add colour. But yes, I tried it, loved it. It's a mix of, there's a heavily toasted thing going on with the American oak barrels, toasted, roasted, double toasted, all that kind of vibe going on. There's a mix of PX in there, so some Pedro Ximinez in the mix. Anybody that knows me on the channel now, if there's any sherry in the mix, then I'm all over it. Love it. A sweet peat coming up, I think. And there's another thing in there, there's some barbecued casks, which when I did a wee bit of research, it turns out they take some new virgin oak barrels and they almost burn those casks to such a degree that it resembles the alligator skin. So there's a bit of those casks in there as well. Not too sure on age, not too sure on the mixes, just the general information. It's some Pedro Ximinez in there. Colour-wise, it does look like there's a fair bit of Pedro Ximinez. It may be one of the darkest ARDBEGs that I've seen for a long, long time. That might look like a big dram, guys, but as you know by now, it's not. It's just one of those tiny little Whiskey Friend Capita glasses. Yeah, so now that all that's out the way, let's dive in and we'll nose it, taste it, and score it, and we'll give a little bit of conclude at the end and talk about whether it's value for money or not. And let's nose it, guys. So there, that sweet peat thing's gone on there. It's got a lovely sweetness, a little bit of vanilla, a little bit of red berry fruit. I think that's the PX influence going on there. But it's fruity, it's sweet, it's red berries. Don't be, guys, don't you peat heads start to switch off now because you think it's all peat. It's not all about the sweetness. The usual ARDBEG stuff's here. It's smoky. There's big smoke influence going on. It's sooty, it's ashy. Lots of charcoal going on in the mix of this. But it's one of those, if you walk into a steakhouse or some sort of grill house and that big barbecue's cooking away, the smoke and it's sizzling, it's definitely got that vibe. Some sweet cinnamon sticks going on, cinnamon, maybe a bit of rosemary, definitely some spice in the mix there as well. All in the nose, guys, it's a wonderful, wonderful, nicely got a lovely balance between the sweet and the peat, the smoke, the charcoal, the berry fruit. Real nice, engaging nose. Really, really interesting. So, now that we've nosed it, guys, as you know from time to time on the channel, we do like to taste whiskey. That's exactly what I'm going to do now. We're going to send this down the hatch, nice and responsibly. So wish me luck. It's an ARDBEG. It's the BIZARREBQ. Cheers, folks. Oh my goodness. Wow. Wowza. Sweet peat. Here it comes. 50.9% ABV, so it's got a lovely intense vibe. It's velvety. It's syrupy mouthfeel. Definitely oily, intense. That up front is a wee bit of dryness. That ashy, sooty things going on. A little bit of charcoal. But then very quickly it becomes really mouth-watering. It becomes juicy. mouth-watering. There's more fruit on the nose than there is on the palate. There's much more smoke on the palate than there is on the nose. So it's kind of reversed. It's a bit fruity and sweet up front on the nose. It's a bit more smoky, ashy, typical Islay single malt whiskies on the palate. As you're really working your way through it and it's developing, there's not a lot of fruit, as I said. It's more that kind of grill house, that steakhouse, that smokehouse, hickory, charcoal, smoky vibe going on, but the sweetness is still there. That PX is doing its stuff, it's working away. Let's do a second sip, guys, just to get another wee flavour of this. So nice. Easy sipper. 50.9, guys. I think it sips lovely at that. That beautiful, that little peppery thing going on now. Peppery, spicy, oaky, woody, oak spice, wood spice, but the smoke is definitely there in the background. It's not your bonfire smoke, this is more your smokehouse, this is your steakhouse smoke. I think it would be perfect with maybe some steaks, get some steaks on there. This would be great, guys, to take to a barbecue. Take this bottle with you, those steaks are cooking away. Just a wee bit more on the palate, guys. That steak, it's like a oil glazed meat. I don't know whether it's quite steak, but I think there's a meaty thing going on. Maybe a meaty ham, grilled ham. It's definitely some grilled something going on. Cinnamon. The PX is bringing the sweetness, but I don't think there's that much. There's maybe a wee hint of heading into the finish. I'm thinking now that I've got back into this, guys. This is probably better than what I remember it at the distillery. I think there was a lot going on at the distillery, all the excitement was going on. Trying to keep up with everyone. This is nice. This is actually a really, really nice ARDBEG. It reminds me, not the same, but it's got that, with that sherry influence, it's almost gone down the kind of Oogie Dal road. Reminds me of an oogie. I like an oogie. That sweet peat thing is right up my street. Real nice. Heading to the finish. It's oak spice. It's medium to long finish. There may be a wee hint of tropical fruit heading into the finish. Can't quite put my finger on the fruit, but I think there's a wee fruity thing going on. Sweet fruity thing. Definitely some coffee on the finish. And maybe a wee bit of leather. Spicy leather, oak spice, woody spice, tropical note thing on the finish. Wow, really nice dram, guys. If you put me on the spot, would I buy an oogie? I think an oogie's round about that £65, £70 mark, so I don't think there's a lot of difference in the money. Guys, if you've not managed to pick one of these up, I've not actually checked how available they are and whether they're still in stores or not. I've looked on the auctions though, I've been prowling the auctions over the last few weeks. There's hundreds of bottles of these on the auction. And I think by the time you pick one up, I think you're probably looking around about retail price. Some of them are going just below retail, but where your fees and shipping and things, it's bringing it back up to that kind of retail price. I don't think these are busting the bank, guys. I think if you want to get yourself a hold of one, check out an auction, because I think there's definitely lots of them around in the auction. You've got all those scavengers trying to pick up on this ARDBEG thing. I don't think this is quite... I think there's just too many of these around to make it worthwhile. I don't think it's mega collectible. I think it's just a really nice drinking whiskey. So absolutely fantastic. So the auctions may be worth a look, guys. Woody Gal, would I buy an Woody Gal? Would I buy one of these? I probably think, if I was being honest, guys, with it, just purely because the Oogie is so easy to get a hold of, I'd probably go down the Oogie road, but there's not a lot between them. Absolutely fantastic. Both non-age statements. I think the Oogie's a wee bit higher in ABV at 54.2, I think. This is 50.9, so there's not a lot in it. Just that lovely sherry influence there as well. I do like a bit of sherry in my peat, so I love that sweet peat thing. But yeah, score-wise, what would we score this one? So I'm probably looking at an 89 on this one, folks. 89 out of 100. Very comfortable with that. It's just a really, really nice, engaging dram. So easy to get on with. Nothing offensive about it. Guys, if you've tried this BIZARREBQ, dive into the comments. Let me know what you think. Yeah. Are you an ARDBEG? What's your favourite ARDBEG? Dive down, let me know. Yes, that's pretty much it. Until next time, guys, I'm Alan, I'm the whiskey friend. And as always, don't forget to send some great whiskey straight down the hatch. And always remember the pleasure is in the sharing. See you soon, folks. Cheers now.